All right. Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Happy to have you here. Welcome back from the 2 days break. It's a palm pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to have you here today. We're about to get started. Make sure the group you are in, you have shared the link because the learning is in the doing. The learning is in the doing. Okay. So if you don't do, nothing happens. So the learning is in the doing. Just make sure that you have been able to share the link where you are, whether you are on a Telegram channel, make sure the link is there. Whether you are on a WhatsApp group, make sure the link is there. Whether you are on any platform, make sure the link is there. I believe today is going to be a perfect, fantastic day, a question and answer session. Okay, we are at a very important time of the market where we are getting the last discount of the prices of different cryptocurrencies. I have seen XRP ranging below $2. I told you on a good market movement, we could see XRP getting to over $5 to $10. Uh, so basically and purely, friends, you are most welcome. So let's share the link, and the next few minutes, perfect and purely, we are going to be getting started. I continue to welcome all leaders from our previous as recognition rally that we had, a presentation and a recognition, specifically on the 20 Zambia, where we had a rimbolastic presentation. All people were able to rank up. People have recently ranked up. Recently, also we had one of our recent P4s, Coach Lucas. Congratulations, wherever you are. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. We are about to get started. Let's share the link. Let's share the link. Make sure in the group you are in, the link has been shared. Yes, make sure the group you are in, the link has been shared. I'll be on the Zoom, but this Zoom is going to be handled by Coach Mo, who is already in the house, all the way from Johannesburg in South Africa, that is joining us, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm also around. I'll be able to follow through, answer some few questions that would need me. But I want to welcome you all today. So I would like to hand over to Coach Mo to take charge. But basically and purely make sure the link is being shared on the different groups you are in. Back to you, Coach Mo, and the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, happy festive season. I trust and believe that we are having good time wherever we are. Welcome to our question and answer Zoom session after a break that we had. Now we are back. Yes, but we're still on the festive season. Thank you so much for being a member of Crypto Ambassadors. Thank you so much, Coach Julius, for the leadership that you are having towards Crypto Ambassadors. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think all has been said. I'm not sure if I'm audible enough. If you can hear me, please give me a 1 in the chat. If my voice is audible, kindly give me a 1 in the chat. I just want to test my microphone before I proceed. If you can hear me, give me a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, give me a 1 in the chat. If I'm loud and clear, give me a 1 in the chat. All right. Okay, so welcome. Today is this Zoom is meant for you. It's not for us. because it's all about questions and answers, right? Yes, so if you don't have any question, then we're not gonna be here. The reason why we are here, it is because of you. So this Zoom, the Friday Zoom mostly is specifically for you guys. Yes, understanding wherever you want to understand, asking questions, it is the business of the day. So that is this Zoom all about. Yes, so we're gonna answer questions, we're gonna take questions wherever possible. Yes, I don't know how long we're gonna be here. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, but it depends on the questions that we are having. All right, so if you're having a question, please, the procedure is simple. You come in the chat, you come in the chat box, you type your question, right? That is the first procedure. The second procedure is that you raise your hand, all right? You raise your hand up. If you want to come on the microphone, you raise your hand up, you come on the microphone, and we're gonna allow you to unmute and ask your questions, all right? Yes, but first come, first serve, we follow that order. Yes, if we are not disturbed by network, we make sure that we follow that order. All right, so I believe that you shouldn't be attending this Zoom alone, yes. You shouldn't be attending this Zoom alone, especially if you are a team builder, you've got a team, you've got members that you have brought in the business. Yes, so come in the chat, type your question, and then we'll go to it. So yeah, invite somebody to be with you here, especially your team member. Those questions that you always avoid, yes, those questions that you always avoid, please invite them here. Let them come here. Let them come here so that we can go together. Yes, I think my co-host is on the call. Let me check. My co-host is on the call. I normally work with Coach Jerina Marina from Uganda. Yes, I think she's on the call. So let me look for her so that we can ride this boat together. Yes, okay, I see she's in the house. So I'm gonna make her a co-host so that we ride this boat together today. All right, yes, welcome, Coach Marina. Yes, I hope you are doing well, and thank you for joining us this morning. I think you can unmute, greet the members, and then you take over and we take it from there. All right. Yes, sorry for that. Sorry for that. Yes, over to you, my leader, if you're on the call, if you are able to hear me.
Hello, Coach Mopiwa. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Mopiwa. It's nice co-hosting with you here, and to everyone who is on the call, to the leaders, welcome back from that amazing event that we had. For those who are in Uganda and our international people, it's great to be here again. Merry Christmas to everyone. We are more than excited to start again and make money. So we are here, Coach Mopiwa. We already have people who have questions. I think we can go ahead and start. Coach Mopiwa, can you hear me? Can someone hear me, please? If you heard what I'm talking, kindly type a 1 in the chat so that we can continue. Okay. I think Coach Mopiwa has a problem of network. But if you can hear me, Coach Mopiwa, let me know so that we can go ahead and start with a question and answer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are always here every Friday. And what we do on a Friday is that we come with all the issues that have been disturbing us throughout the week. And on a Friday is when we come on the call with all the team members to ask these questions. And how do we do it? You go in the chat and write your question, or you put up your hand and you unmute and ask your question. So we already have the questions, Coach Mopiwa. If you are ready, please let me know so that we start. Have we lost Coach Mopiwa? We lost Coach Mopiwa.
Okay, I'm here, just
ahead.
a minute. I'm here. Yes, I'm here, just a minute.
Okay. Yes, as Coach Mopiwa is coming, for those who are attending this call for the very first time, you're most welcome to Crypto Ambassadors. Our team is the fastest growing team in the whole of Africa and in the world. There are many other teams in Royal Q, but here we are under the Crypto Ambassadors, and we have a channel. We have a channel, a YouTube that are done on a daily, are recorded. So if you happen to miss a call, if you happen to miss one of the calls that we have in the day, you can go to our YouTube channel and find that call. So you do not have to give an excuse that you have missed anything. You do not have to miss anything. You can listen to that as you drive to work, as you are in your kitchen preparing something for your family. You can still get what happened in the meeting. And our Friday call is basically the question and answer session. So quickly type those questions in the chat. Type the questions in the chat. We'll be taking the questions and also allowing people to speak. That is, you raise your hand. So thank you all the team, the members that are here. Please make sure all your team members are on the call, because at least now they can get a different voice. They can hear whatever, they can ask whatever is disturbing them, either in their robot or any question here on the call. Migade, thank you for your call, for your question. We have already seen that. You said your Nicholas and your coin is in floating loss for 5 days, but it's not buying margin calls, neither selling. So I'm asking, should I add $100 in it, or I trade another coin? As Coach Mopiwa is preparing to get on the call, let's continuously have the questions coming in. Nicholas, I will start on as Coach Mopiwa is coming. Nicholas, your question again is, you have a coin that is in floating loss for the last 5 days, but it's not buying margin calls, neither selling. So you're asking, should you add your $100 in it or trade another coin? Nicholas, you should actually be celebrating that this coin is down here in floating loss. With your $100, you can be able to buy the dip. Coach Mopiwa is always teaching us here that we buy when the coins are low. So when they go in the dip, that is the best time to buy more, to accumulate more. You add margin calls, and as it buys, when the market starts to go up a little bit, to the percentage that you have requested the robot to sell, it will start to sell. So I think the best thing would not be to go and trade another coin. I'm saying this, I don't know what your capital is. I don't know what your capital is, but if you're trading with $100, $200, $500, even $1,000, we are advised to trade one coin at a time. So you having an extra $100, you can buy more margin calls and let this coin be able to accumulate more of that coin that you bought. You switch on the margin calls and then let it buy those margin calls. And when the market rises, it will be able to sell and get out of the floating loan. We are still waiting for leader Mopiwa to activate, to get on the call. Yeah, we are going. We are going. So the next question is from Wanga. Wanga to everyone. I am new, but since I last trade, I am unable to get profit. Please help on how I can turn this around. Meanwhile, Migade Nicholas, is your question answered? Migade, please let us know if your question is answered. -7, 24. This is 29, 209. Okay. Migade, let me see if Migade's question, yes, Migade says his question is answered. So we can go to the next question. We can go to the next question. The next question is from Wanga. Wanga says, I am new, but since my last trade, I am unable to get a profit. Please help on how I can turn this around. Okay. You have been able to share your screenshot here. You are trading Firo. Wow. Now I will leave this to Coach Mopiwa to come. Good morning, leaders. Compliments for the season, yes. Let's go to Katie's question. Question says, as a starter in team building in Royal Q business, please, what is the right way to place our team members in our team structure for maximum profitability? Thank you. I'm asking, how do we build our team generally? Organogrammatically positioning of team members. Thank you. Kate, though here we discuss on this call, we discuss issues to deal with the robot. And what you're asking to tackle this, once you get in these three people, you help them understand the business well and help them to get their three as well. So when you help them to get their three, and the three get their three, and that is how you continuously build. But the system in Royal Q also allows you to put these people directly on your account with your link. It is allowed, it is okay, but it will, this is according to me, it will take you a long time for you to build, to rank up, because you will be working alone. You'll be working alone. And you know, when you do things alone, they normally say, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together with other people. In other words, it's better for you to build as a team. So better to get your 3 first and then build under those 3 leaders to be able to rank up. When you get to the second level, then you can add the two others and then also build with those. Like you keep on gradually increasing the directs rather than having a lot of directs and then you find you're using a lot of energy to build. Well, that was besides our robot, that is team building. Kate, can you kindly show if you have been answered, if your question has been answered? The last part that you talk about of generology and organogrammatility, that I don't know. That I don't know. Kate, let me hope your question has been answered. Okay, okay. My leader is in and you are a host now. Let me kindly make him a host so that we can be able to continue. Make a host. Yes. Coach Mopiwa, are you here now? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I'm back now. My apologies. Yeah, but I'm back. I'm back now. We can write together.
Okay. Okay, Coach Mopiwa, I had slightly answered Migade, Nicholas, and the second question was from Kate. Maybe we can start with Wanga. Unless if you have something to add on on Migade's question. Can we go on with the next question?
Okay, all right. I think we can go to the next question. Yes, the questions that we are tackling, I think all is well there. So we can take the next question and then we go with that line, yeah.
Okay, our next question is from Wanga. Wanga has shared a screenshot in the chat and he says he's new in the business, but since he last did his trade, since he put in his trade, he has not been able to make any profit. Please, can you help and turn this around? And there are the 2 coins that he's trading.
Unfortunately, I can't see the screenshot. Since I was out, then I've just joined, then I cannot access the old files, yes. So it's gonna be difficult for me to answer that question correctly. Maybe you can just paraphrase the question. Maybe I can answer without looking at the screenshot.
Okay, we will do this, leader. I'll ask Wanga to share the screenshot again below as we tackle the next question. We will come back to his question later.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, there is the screenshot. It has been shared. Let me access it. Okay, you can go to the next question while the screenshot is downloading. You can go to the next question, my leader.
Okay. The question for that screenshot is that why is this Wanga not making any profit? You need to help him. And then our next question, my coin is from Posse. She says, my coins are floating. What should I do? Coach, it's about coins. Francis Mureithi says, I'm Francis from Kenya. How do I handle floating strategies for over a year now? And then the coins are still going low. I think all the questions we have today are about floating loss. To finish,
okay. All right. So am I audible? Am I audible? If you can hear me, please, can you indicate? Give me a 1 in the chat. If I'm audible, give me a 1 in the chat. I want to start answering the questions that have been asked. Okay. All right. So let me go to Wanga first. Wanga, I'm not sure what is your trading strategy, right? From the screenshot you have shared, I don't know what could be your trading strategy. All right. Because for one to profit, you know, there are other things apart from that. We don't control the market. Okay, that is the bottom line. We don't control the market. Neither the robot does that. The robot does not control the market. But for good trading results, I always say that you can have a very good amount of capital, but if you are not giving right instructions to your bot, you cannot benefit as the robot can give you. Okay, so with Wanga, I see the first coin, something like $29 is invested in the coin. All right, I didn't see the setting of the margin calls there. I haven't seen it. Maybe if you can open it further. But I see that there is $29 in the first coin and there is $218 in the second coin. So when things are like this, we needed to look at what is your trading strategy. How are you instructing your robot? Okay, for you to win, for the robot to give you profit, if the market or if the coin that you are trading has got momentum, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. Okay, yes. So we need to look at your trading strategies in terms of the setting that you are giving to the robot. So one of the things that will make one to benefit or to profit, it is about your trading strategy. The market can be good, all right? Let us not forget that. The market can be good, but if you don't give right settings to your robot, you are not going to benefit as the robot can benefit you or can give you benefits in terms of profit. So it is all about right settings, all right? So I wish I could look further and say, what did you do to the settings? All right, then maybe there we could give it the right correction or the right instruction. But if the settings are correct, okay, if the settings are correct, probably it is something that we cannot control, which is the market. If you have been watching, you will see that the market went down recently. Nobody controlled that. Nobody can handle that. That is the nature of crypto. That is the nature of the market. All right, of which when we go deeper, we look at what contributed to that. Okay, so when the market goes down, nobody has got power over that. But what I'm sharing with you is if you have given the right settings, okay, and the market is good, then you are able to benefit. I don't know if Wanga, I'm able to handle your question, but on the first coin, which is Firo, I see you are having $120 money just staying in your wallet. I think if you can open margin calls on this Firo, I don't know how much have you invested. I mean, how many margin calls have been bought. But if you can open margin calls on this coin, I'm sure it will come out. Okay, I'm sure it will come out. Even the SDG that you are trading, it is having -17. All right, -17 is not that much. I'm not sure how many margin calls have been bought and what is your trading strategy. All right, yes. I don't know if I've answered your question, Wanga. on the screenshot you have shared. I don't know if I have answered your question. Leader Marina, are you here?
Yes, Coach Mopiu, I'm here.
Okay, because I think you are following the questions in their order, so I can't just pick a question and answer. So I think you can help me there to follow the order so that first come, first serve. Yes.
Yes, yes. Let's get to our next question. Our next question is from Gonzaga. Gonzaga asks, what may cause the market to go against me after entering the market with the right confirmation? What may cause the market to go against me if I do enter the market with the right confirmation?
Okay. When we are giving signals, what you are getting from a signal, it is a prediction according to the analysis, because sometimes the market can be analyzed. When I say the market, I'm referring to price action. So if you are picking a signal and then you have entered at the right time, it does not mean that the market is going to follow what we have predicted. We don't control the market, as I said. Royal Q does not control the market. So we can give you the right prediction that according to what we are seeing in the market, according to what we are seeing when it comes to price action of this particular coin, we are expecting this coin to go upward movement. Unfortunately, for other things that we cannot control, the market goes down. The price started to go down. That is not our fault. That is not the robot's fault. So yes, you can enter a trade at the right time with the right confirmations. But one thing for sure is that when we are trading in the world market where everybody is trading, including the big fishes. Yes. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I do agree with you. Even myself, trades have gone against me after a proper analysis of a trade, simply because I'm not the only one who is trading. I'm trading against institutions. So when market is moving, it might move in my favor, it might move in their favor. So what I'm trying to say is, when we are giving you signals, guys, we are predicting that the market is going to go to the upper side after a certain movement. If it goes against us, open margin pause. We don't control the market. So I do agree, yes, you can have the right confirmations, enter at the right time, but the bottom line is we don't have power over the market. The market can go against us. That's why we make use of the margin calls, so that when the market starts to go down, we buy more of the asset as it goes cheaper. I don't know if I have answered the question there. Leader Marina?
Yes, leader, I will go to the next question. I will go to our next question. Our next question is from, this person is also asking about team building. There was a question for team building before that I answered. I don't know if we should take this route now. This is from, it is from Musole. He's also asking, how can I build a team coach? How can I build a team coach?
Okay. For building of a team, we do have a strategy in place. We do have a team. We've got everything in place. If you want to build a team, join us on our Zoom meetings on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, that is Tuesday morning and Thursday morning. All right. To those that have got interest in team building, please join us on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. The Zoom in the morning. That's where we share. That's where we guide each other on what to do when you want to build a team. Yes, because we look at what Royal Q is giving us as rewards. All right, so how can we build? Because you need to understand the compensation plan of Royal Q when you are a team builder, so that you are able to build properly. Okay, it's not just a matter of building. When you want to build, make sure that you put each and every brick at the right place. All right. So we also, when we are building a team, we also look at what makes one to rank up. That is putting the team members at the right positions so that you are building strongly. All right. So I would advise those that want to build a team, please join us on our Tuesdays and Thursdays Zoom meeting in the morning, same time. Yes, we've got a schedule already when it comes to our Zoom meeting. We don't just do Zoom, but we do have everything in order. So we do have that on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. Yes, I think that is the best way for you to learn more on how to build a team, Yes, my leader, I think we can proceed. All right. Okay, I think before I give the microphone to you, Wanga, I see your screenshot. The first coin, you are only trading with 3 margin calls. All right, you are trading with 3 margin calls. And I think your first buying amount is $15. Yes, you are only trading with 15 margin calls. And if not 15, but 3 margin calls. And your first buy-in amount is $15. Yes, so there is something to that. I think your strategy is not okay. And on top of that, because you are only having 3 margin calls, automatically it is going to be in warehouse mode. Okay, it is in whole warehouse mode, 3 margin calls. All right, so the coin has gone deeper. You needed to open more margin calls on the coin so that the robot can buy more, so that it can bring your average price to where the current price is. When the robot buys more, when the coin is going deep, it makes the price, okay, it makes the average price to be following the current price, so that when it is time for the price to start go up, then you don't stay longer in the market. All right, so Wanga, open margin calls on that Firo. Open margin calls on that Firo. You are only having 3 margin calls. All right, yes, but you needed to have the right settings. I don't know how best can I help you, because I see your capital that is left is $120. So I don't want you just to scatter that money. No, you should give it the right settings so that you are able to come out of that coin. All right. Yes, but you need margin calls on that coin. Yes, leadership, Marina, I think we can proceed.
Yes, Coach Mopiwa, our next question is about this leader's identification is expiring. This is Mafavi. He says, my ID expired and still processing a new one, but Binance has continued to warn me over and over again. What's going to happen before I get a new one? I have running coins. Should I migrate them, or will it will still sell irrespective? what can he do? His ID is expiring and he has coins that are running. Binance is continuously giving a notification to him.
Okay, all right, that it's simple. Please acknowledge also some hands that have been raised after answering this question. All right, when your identity, okay, in the exchange is expiring and they are giving you a warning, they're just reminding you that it is very essential for you to renew your identity, all right? Because your identity, it brings, it helps, or it contributes. Remember, this is your account. So if your identity has expired, then you cannot have access to the account. You cannot have access to the account. You cannot use all the features, okay? If your ID is going to expire, it's going to be difficult for you to do any withdrawal because Binance is not sure, okay? Binance is not sure. It needed to protect your assets. So in the process, while you are renewing your identity, you need to know that you're going to be able to access your account, but you cannot perform, you cannot do activities in the account because some of the things are going to be disabled, okay? So that is the only disadvantage. But RoyalQ will continue to monitor your coins in the exchange. You need to understand that because RoyalQ is employed to trade for you. It is not RoyalQ that is expiring. Okay, RoyalQ will continue to do its work in the exchange. The only thing is you, the owner of the account, you're not gonna have full access. When I say full access, you cannot perform some other tasks in the exchange. Are we together? The same like when you are having a bank account and your banking card has expired. Can you be able to withdraw money on an ATM? You cannot, right? So some of the services that you are supposed to have, some of the services that you deserve, they are put on hold until you renew your account or you renew your card if it is a card. So when it comes to trading, RoyalQ will continue to trade, okay? You can log into your Binance, but you cannot do any activities there. So please just focus on renewing your ID so that you can renew your identity with Binance and then business goes back to normal. Yes, leadership, Marina.
Coach Mopiwa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can we go to the next question?
Yes, please.
Okay, our next question is from Muzahura Tabi. He says, I have $450 as capital, but my profits are very low, not exceeding $2. Do I do anything wrong? Have I done anything wrong? I set 79 margin calls and my first buying amount was $5. That is a question from Zahura.
Is all the $450 in the trade? If that is the case, did the robot buy all the 79 margin calls? Because look, guys, when you are setting up a strategy, when you are setting up a trade, okay, there are other things that you need to put into consideration. When we are giving trading strategies, we give it according to your capital, all right? someone who is having $450, they are using start small, win big strategy. All right, they are using that. We need to understand that our winning probability with the robot lies in the margin configuration. How much is the robot buying per layer? Okay, if your first buy-in amount is $5, and whenever the robot buys a margin call, it only buys one time. I want you to understand this. Probably let me share a screen. Let me share my screen so that you are able to understand what I'm talking about. Let me share my screen here. I hope my screen is visible. Let me go to the home page here and open any coin here. Let me open this. Let me open this. I just want to tap on the margin configuration. That's what I want to demonstrate. All right. Because the idea of trading with more margin calls, people think that they are standing a chance to benefit more. Yes, it can be correct, but it can also be wrong. Why am I saying so? Here, when I open margin configuration, I'm having 50 margin calls, for example. These are 50 margin calls. My first buying amount is $5, right? That's my first buying amount. Okay. Now, my take profit, it can be either 1.3% or it can be 3%, for example. All right. But the 3%, it is for the first 4 margin calls. If I'm to put 3% here, one thing you need to understand, if I put 3% here as take profit, and I am trading on this mode, when you tap here on the mode, okay, on strategy mode here, okay, I'm not trading on whole warehouse mode. Let's say I'm trading in sub-bin mode, this one here. I'm trading in sub-bin mode, but I am having 50 margin calls, okay? Let me change it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement so that I can explain this better, because someone want to benefit when the market is going down, right? So I'm using $5 first buy-in amount. So when you tap here on margin configuration here, I always say this is the engine of the robot. For you to benefit, it is dependent here, because this is how you allocate your capital. So when I tap here, okay, this is my margin configuration. You need to understand, if my take profit is 3%, all right, and I'm trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, this 3% will be generated from here, okay? It will be generated from this to this. That's where the 3% will come from. But from margin call number 5 up to margin call number 50, I do have a different take profit, which is 1.3. Where is this 1.3? I'm going to show you, right? So I want you to understand, if my robot is buying 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there, it is buying 1 time, 1 time. It means the robot will spend here $5, $5, $5, $5. That's what it means. So here, the total amount that has been spent for the 4 margin calls, it is $20 for the robot to buy the first 4 margin calls. It will need $20. So if the robot buys my 4 margin calls and I want 3%, it means what is 3% of $20? That's the money that the robot has put in. Are you following? You need to understand this, because you are saying you have allocated $400 to this trade. But how much are you buying the first 4 margin calls? Because that's where your big take profit is coming from. Are we together? So now, You want to benefit when the market is going down. You want to benefit when the market is going down. So assuming that from margin call number 5, I am allowing my robot to buy one time, up to margin call number 50, right? It will be using $5 per layer. It will be using $5 per layer, $5 per layer. Now, I want you to come and see here. Let me come here. I'm saving this. Then I'm tapping on distributed and take profit allocation here, so that you are able to see that margin call number 5 up to margin call number 50. Each and every one of them, they do have their own take profit. All right. So we are tapping here, distributed and take profit allocation. Can you see? There is margin call number 5 up to 50. Okay. It has got its own take profit. Each and every layer has got its own take profit. So here it is going to use $5 to buy. When it is time to sell, it is going to sell $5 stock. I want you to understand this. The robot is selling $5 stock here. It only bought one time, because my first buying amount is $5, and I'm allowing the robot to buy one time per layer. One. Can you see now? So when the robot sells, it is giving me 1.3% of $5. How much is it? You can calculate. You can go to your calculator and calculate what is 1.3% of $5. So the robot can make more sales. Yes, it can. If the coin has got momentum, it can make more sales. But I want you to understand how much stock the robot is buying per layer, because your profiting is dependent on how much stock the robot is buying on each and every position. It buys position number 6, it sells. All right. It buys again position number 6, it sells. How much stock is it buying? Are you understanding this? So what am I insinuating here? I'm simply saying it is better when you set your robot. The first 4 margin calls, 1 to 4, right? Allow the robot to put in good money. Before you change your first buying amount to $5, at least allow the robot to put in good money here, so that when you are selling these 4 margin calls, then you are able to collect 3% of good amount of stock. Down here from margin call number 5 going down, it's okay. You can allow the robot to buy one time. It's okay. Because what you are waiting for the big chunk. Which one is the big chunk? It's like when you are having lunch. Before you eat the main course, there are things that comes before the main course. So when you are eating those things, you make sure that you don't consume them in bigger quantities, because the main course is not safe. Are we together, guys? Are you getting the good picture here? If you are understanding what I'm trying to say to you, please give me a 1 in the chat. That's why I'm saying it is good to understand how your robot works. How do you benefit more? How do you set it up? So yes, you can have 60 margin calls. All right. Yes, you do have a lot of margin calls, but the 60 margin calls does not make you to benefit more. It's simply because if your first buying amount is $5 and your robot is buying one time per layer, you are benefiting 1.3% of $5, which is very little. Are you understanding this? So this is what we call understand how to manipulate your robot. Yes, understand how to manipulate your robot so that you are able to benefit accordingly. Did I open your mindset, guys? Did I open your mindset? Did I open your mindset? Give me an answer in the chat if I did open your mindset. Did I open your mindset? for you to benefit. It is not all about having more margin calls. It is all about how you have allocated your capital to the margin calls. How many times is it buying per layer? Because the robot will give you profit from what it has bought and what it is selling. So if what was sold is small, expect a small profit as well. Are we together, guys? So don't have a wrong mindset when you are trading with the bot. Okay? Yes. So your focus should be on the first 4 margin calls first. How much capital are you giving those 4 guys? Then the remaining balance, you can give it to the rest. Okay? So you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. You want the robot whenever it sells margin call number 5, it should give you the profit immediately. Because here, let me come back to the robot again. Here, all right, when you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement here, you need to understand what the robot will be doing to you. Okay, where is my case now? I'm struggling to find my case. I need to demonstrate something because we need also to give the right tricks to the bot. Okay. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. I can't find my case. I can't see it. So for me to be able to show that, to demonstrate, let me just stop sharing screen, then I will share again. I just want you to understand these things. Because we get excited when the robot is buying, it is selling, and it is giving us profit under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, which is good. Which is good to those that are trading with more margin calls, right? They want to see their profit immediately when the robot sells, okay? But here is the catch. Here is the catch. Here is the catch, right? This is what I want you to see. When you open here on margin configuration, and you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. When you tap under sub-bin mode here, or when you tap on strategy mode, there are these 3 modes here. There are these 3 modes here. Okay? There are these 3 modes. There is whole warehouse mode. When your robot is trading here, whether it is having 50 margin calls, whether it is having 4 margin calls, whether it is having 999 margin calls, when it is trading under here, you are telling your robot not to sell anything, not to sell anything separate, but it should sell all the margin calls at once. If they are 50, the robot will wait for the take profit of 3% here. The robot is going to sell all these margin calls using this take profit of 3%, this one. If my robot buys the 50 under core warehouse mode. Now, on sub-bin mode, when the robot buys the 50 margin calls, margin call number 5, margin call number 5 going down here. Now, let me come back here. Let me tap on distributed and take profit allocation here. Margin call number 5, can you see they are separate now? It's not showing from 4, it is showing from 5. So margin call number 5 going down here up to 50. Whenever it buys this position, it is going to sell this margin call number 5. I am using $5 as a first buy-in amount. So the robot is going to buy $5 stock for margin call number 5. When the market rises, when the price rises for this position, It goes up after it has bought margin call number 5. The price goes up and it reaches 1.3%. The robot is going to sell the $5 stock. But when it sells the $5 stock, it is going to give me back my $5, which was the first buy-in amount. Are we together? It will give me $5, which was the capital for margin call number 5. But the profit generated from the selling of the $5, which is 1.3, the robot will take it. It is going to help to bring the average price of margin call number 1 to 4. Remember, it has already bought these 4 margin calls before number 5. It bought these ones. So it will take this profit and it will help to pull the average price of these 4 margin calls to come closer to where the current price of that coin is. So when you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, you are giving a strategy to the robot. Every time it sells the sub position, it should not give you the profit. Then it helps to bring the average price to come close to the current price. But when you are trading on real-time settlement, you want to see your profit immediately. Which profit? For these ones, whenever they are being bought and they are sold, you want to see them in your revenue. What it simply means is, whenever the robot buys position number 5, it sells, it's going to give you the 1.3% profit together with your capital. So in this way, there is no pulling of the average price of the first 4 margin calls. There is no pulling. Okay? So you are getting your profit and you are getting your capital for the sub positions. The money is appearing there. When you go to your exchange, you see the money is there. Are we together? So if you want to get out of the market, if you don't want to stay out of the market longer, which one are you going to choose? Which one are you going to choose? It's up to you. We are here just to teach you what you want, because there are people who said, I want to see my profit. They don't want to receive a message, because when the robot is trading in sub-bin, whenever it makes a sell, it gives you a message that says 0% profit rate. Are we together? When you are trading under sub-bin, whenever the robot sells a sub position, it will give you a message that says 0% profit rate. It has not given you the profit. That's why it says 0. It does not mean that it is robbing you. It has taken the profit back. So it has got nothing to show in your revenue. It has taken the profit back. But once all these positions are completed, the profit that it has been taking back, it is going to brought back all together. Then you're going to see a chunk of a take profit coming out. Understand how your robot works. So you choose which one you can go for. It's all about manipulating the bot so that it does what you want it to do. It will do it. It will definitely do it. Are we together, guys? I think I have taken long on this one because it's all about profiting. It's all about profiting. Yes, Leader Marina, I think we can proceed if you are still here.
Okay. Yes, Leader, I am here, and we have many questions. We have many questions today. I think let's change now and have the 2 people who are putting up their hands to ask their questions. Please unmute.
Okay.
Unmute, and Abdallah, let's begin with Abdallah. After Jalia, you will ask your question, and then we can go back to the questions in the chat.
Abdallah, unmute your microphone. Abdallah, unmute your microphone. You have been allowed to unmute. Seems like Abdallah is busy. You can take the next one.
Jalia, please open your mic and ask your question. Get ready. Jalia, are you there? It looks like people are putting up their hands by mistake. Tazan, are you ready to ask your question? Unmute yourself. Okay. I can do it.
Let me lower their hands because they are just here.
Mr. President, can you unmute yourself? Mr. President?
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I really want to share my screen. I think I'm having some issues with my page setting. I don't know if it's possible to share my screen and please.
President, you can share your screen and please raise your voice. We cannot hear you well.
Okay.
Hello.
So I want to share my screen now. It says only the host can share screen in this meeting.
Okay, let me change the setting. I'm going to allow you to share screen now. Okay, you can share your screen.
Okay. Yeah, this is my robot. This is my trade settings. I have SUI USDT. First buy amount is 20, then margin call limit is 100. Take profit ratio 3.1, any callback 0.1, margin call drop 0.5, coin callback is 0.01. Is it right like this?
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Okay, sir.
How much capital are you trading with?
I'm trading with roughly 3,000 euros, 3,000 USDT.
Okay. All right. So how much have you allocated to this trade alone?
This trade alone now, I think that should be 1,000, right? 20 first buy amount 20 USDT.
Okay. Tap on your margin configure. Tap on the trade settings. I want to see something. Okay. Then tap on your margin configuration. Oh, it is buying one time.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 20 times 100 margin calls. How much are you getting?
That's 2,000.
Okay. So you said you allocated 1,000, right?
This is not right. Yes.
Yeah. So you need to understand if your robot is going to buy the 100 margin calls, it will put in $2,000 plus the first buying amount 20 is going to be $2,020 first of all. Are we together?
We are together. That means
Yeah.
that means I should change the first buy amount to $10 then. That will make it 1,000.
Yes. If it is not, I don't know how many it has bought so far. So the other thing is you are not giving power to the robot.
I'm not giving what?
What am I trying to? Yeah, you are not giving power to the robot to give you good profit because of the settings. Because you are only allowing your robot to buy one time per layer. Especially if you could allocate good money on the first 4 margin calls. Because there on the first 4 margin calls, your robot is gonna only put in $80. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. So when it sells and give you 3%, it's gonna give you 3% of $80. Yet you allocated $1,000 to this trade. Do you think you are doing justice to yourself? Do you think you are doing justice to yourself? Because the robot, when it completes this trade, the last 4 trades, which are 4, they are going to be sold at once. And the amount of money that you have invested in the first 4 margin calls, it is only $80. Then you are going to come and say, I allocated $1,000 to my trade, but it has given me small profit. Do you see the reason why?
So that means the trade settings is not correct, right? Yeah,
the first 4. From margin call number 5, you can set it the way you see it, but we can also help you to set it correctly, because the bottom line is, even on each sub position, you need to take a very good profit, right? Yeah. So if you are trading with $20 first buy-in amount and your robot buys one time per layer, for example, margin call number 5, it buys one time, then it is going to give you 1.3% of $20. So whenever the robot buys and sells on the sub positions, you'll be collecting 1.3% of $20. Are you getting it?
I'm getting it now. Yeah. So
yes. So for you to manipulate the bot, maybe you can give a different setting, even though it is sub positions. Maybe you can start like 0.5, then after that you put 0.8, you put 1, you put 1.1 or 1.2. What I'm trying to say is, whenever it buys on a layer, and then it buys again on the next layer, it should buy a little bit more than the previous layer.
Yeah. So
are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting you. But it has bought 2 now. Can I change it from?
It has bought 2 times.
It has bought 2 times now. Can I change it from this one from the third call to 0.5, 0.5 or 3 or?
No, I'm talking from margin call number 5. The 0.5, 0.8, 1, 1, 1. I'm talking from margin call number 5. But those first 4 margin calls, at least give the robot good amount of capital. If you are trading with $1,000 in one trade, at least give maybe 300. At least $300, it should be in the first 4 margin calls. Then the remaining one, you can allocate it to the margin calls, to the other margin calls, I mean. Yes. You can give it 20%, you can give it 20%, or you can give 15% to be in the first 4 margin calls. I'm talking of your $1,000. You take 15% of $1,000 or 20%, or probably 30%. You give it to the first 4 margin calls. Then the rest the balance, you can allocate it to the remaining margin calls now. And on the margin calls, what you can do, instead of you using the $20 first buying amount, you can use $5. Then you increase the number of buying times. Because remember, whenever it buys per layer, it buys at a different price compared to the previous one.
Like I can put the 7th call, I can put 3. Then 10th call, I can put 2. 2 times, right?
Yes, but this one is gonna take us time for me to give
Time.
you all the settings correctly.
Settings
but I
correctly.
can just only give you a hint that
Okay.
for you to be able to benefit on margin call number 5 going downwards, change your first buying amount probably to 5. Then you increase number of multiple buy-in ratio.
Number
For
of multiple
example,
buying ratio.
yes, you can increase the number of multiple buy-in ratio when you use a smaller first buying amount. You can
Okay.
use the $20 when it is buying margin call 1 to 4. But margin call number 5 going downwards, you can change the first buy-in amount and increase multiple buy-in ratio.
Multiple buy-in. 5. Okay. So I will increase them from. I will increase them.
Yes.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, so you can do that on your own time if
On my
you need
own.
help.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
the
you can
magic
do that on your own time.
okay. The
Sorry?
magic code drop. The magic code drop. I should not change it. 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.51. I should not change that, right? I should only change the multiple buy-in ratio.
How much is the total? Because the thing is, whenever you are setting the trade, you are giving a total drop and say, I want this robot to continue trading this coin when the coin even it drops to 30% dip. So I cannot tell you that it is wrong or it is correct. The first thing is, how deep do you want? Are you getting my point?
Yeah. I'm new
Yes.
to this.
So when you add the total drop from margin call number 5 to 100, how much is the total drop?
To drop. It's
okay,
under,
we're gonna waste time. Okay, it's fine.
We waste time on that.
We can calculate that later. Yes, but I think it's close to. It should be close. It should be over 50. It should be over 50.
Okay.
It should be over 50% drop, which is okay. All right.
Okay. All
but
right.
it's okay.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Somebody
Thank you
says
very much.
73%. Yeah, 73%. Someone has calculated. Says 73% drop,
73%.
which is okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. So just work on the first 4 margin calls. Allow the robot to buy. Maybe you can give it. Okay. Tap on margin configuration again. Okay, go to the number of. Okay, it has bought up to 2, ne?
Yeah, it has bought 2 now. Yeah, it has bought 2.
Okay, then
Number of
okay, tap on trade setting again.
Yes.
Tap on margin configuration. Okay, so margin code number 3, that should be let it be. Okay, margin code number 3, give it 8.
The multiple buying ratio, right?
Yes, give it 8. The other one, give it 16.
The fourth call 16.
Yeah, 16.
Okay.
And make your first buying amount 15 when it is buying those margin calls. Those 2. Yeah. Change your first buying amount to 15. After 15, it has bought those 2. Yeah. After it has bought margin call 3 and 4, then change your first buying amount to 5.
To 5. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then you can increase those multiple buy-in ratio. Don't put 1, 1, 1. You can work it out. It's either you can give it 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, because it's still 3. Yes. Or you can still give it 4. Remember, you were giving 4 is not gonna be okay because of your capital. Okay. But I think 3. You can give it 3. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay. If you need more help, you can contact me directly. I don't have a problem. I can assist you.
Okay, all right? Thank you.
So let's help others. Yeah.
Others, yeah.
Yeah, let's help others.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I see you are trading in a cycle. Before you go, you are trading in a cycle.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Why are you trading in a cycle, if I may ask?
Because I don't really have time to, once the coin is out, then
Oh,
I'll come back and input it again and all of that. So that's why I just put it on the
okay.
cycle to be buying and selling, buying and selling. But I don't know if it is
Okay.
right or if it is not right.
No, I get your point. It's okay. That's why you give more margin calls. Now I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yes, Leader Marina, you can take the next hand if there is any. Abdallah, where have you been? I'm allowing you to unmute now, Abdallah. Yes, unmute yourself, Abdallah. Abdallah. Are you raising your hand by mistake? Please unmute. I don't have much time for you, Abdallah. If you don't unmute, I don't have much time for you. All right. Yes. Robert, please unmute. Robert.
Yes, hope everybody can hear me. Hello world. My question
Yes.
is when I'm trading, let's go to Binance. I tend to look at the reduction and the increase of the turbulences in Binance. So I'm asking, do they only represent the 24-hour volume, or one should consider the reduction and the increase of the turbulences as trading in the different time frames? Because I usually trade in the 15 minutes and 1 hour. So I'm asking, is it of use for me to compare the reduction and the increase of the turbulences in Binance to see the buying pressure and the selling pressure in order for me to take a trade in these other lower time frames?
Are you looking at per coin, right? You're talking about per coin.
Yes, sir, per coin.
Yes, they give you a 24-hour volume first. Yeah. But if you are trading in a lower time frame, for example, 15 minutes, or you're trading in 30 minutes, check also in the 30 minutes what is the turbulence in 30 minutes. But the overall that they give you at the end of the day is a 24-hour volume. How the coin went low in 24 hours, what was the lowest price, what was the highest price in the 24-hour volume. It's gonna record that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Got you. I appreciate.
All right. Okay. Isaac, please come on board before I go to the chat.
Hi, Coach. Good morning. I don't know where you are at the time, but to me, it's a good morning.
Yes, good morning to you too.
Thank you for your service. My question is simple. I have a friend. He opened Roku just a few weeks ago, and for 3 days past, he has been trying to log into his Roku, but it's not accepting to log in, and he's using the right details. Yes, I tried to direct him to go to his password manager on the Gmail app, such that he can see the backed up passwords. And he told me he has used the passwords he backed up, but still nothing is working out. And like he has completed right everything and nothing is working out. I don't know if there is a problem or if we can get a solution about it. That is it.
Does he remember the questions he answered and the answers he given when he was opening the Royal Q account?
I didn't ask him about that, but he told me he remembers everything and he saved it.
Yeah, then he can go and reset the password. He can tap on forget password. They are going to ask him the same questions he answered. Then he must give the same answers he gave. Then he's going to be able to reset the password.
Okay, about that, I told him if everything fails, then either you can reset the password and then you register a new password. So he tried to do that yesterday evening, and today morning I asked him if he succeeded. But he told me he tried to reset, but every time he tries to reset, like the system takes him back to the previous platform, and he's not able to set a new password.
If the app is taking back forth and forth, it means the phone is using doesn't have enough space. Whenever he minimizes his screen and he goes back, the system starts all over again, right?
Yes, like it takes him back, and like it does not allow him to set the new password.
Yeah, it is the space. Let him clear some of the things that are not important in his phone. The phone doesn't have enough space to digest or to process. That's why whenever he does something, he comes back, he finds out the system is starting all over. It is space.
Okay.
Yeah. Let
All
him
right. Thank you.
clear some space in his phone. Yes, the system will be able to do that. Even in
Right,
every any other app, even Binance, when I don't know if you have seen when you're trying to do API binding, when you go and try to get the code to come and put it, you discover that Binance has started all over again. It is all space. It is all about space. There is nothing wrong with the system. It is all about space.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't think about it, but to me, it has not happened because at least in all applications I'm using, at least first 2 days, I go to data management and I clear the cache, and at least I try to manage the data I'm using and the wasted stuff such that I clear the junk. So I rarely experience such things, but I'll talk to him about that and we see if it can work out.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Tazan, where have you been, Tazan? Tazan, unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach. Good
Yes.
morning.
Good morning to you. What's your question? Yes.
Yeah, I was asking that during the trade setting when you're going to trade a coin, is it possible to, like, on the margin configuration, for instance, your capital is okay. Let me use an example of $300, and your capital cannot it cannot reach to like 100 margin calls. Is it okay for you to set like 100 margin calls? In case you add more capital, it will just continue than setting maybe 20 margin calls. When you add capital, you're supposed to set again.
When are you gonna add the capital?
Okay, maybe for instance, I'm trading a coin like today, and my capital is it can only use like 20 margin calls. Can I set 100 margin calls and let it use only the 20, and then the 80 will maybe it will go to that one when I add more capital? Is it possible you're supposed to use like the setting? Maybe if you're using like $200, can't you in the margin configuration, can't you put more margin codes that the robot will not need?
You've got freedom when it comes to your Royal Q robot. You can do whatever you want to do with the bot. If you want to set excess margin codes, but you know that the robot is not going to buy them, you can do that. But what is the essence? Because each and every time you'll be trading a different coin, right? It's not like you'll be trading one coin. You'll be trading different coins. So are you gonna set all those excess margin codes on each and every call? Or maybe you are talking about setting a strategy in your Royal Q bot. Whenever you are picking a coin, you go and use that strategy. I don't know, I am trying to get that. But you can do that if you are having that time, because it's all about time. You put all those margin codes, you set them accordingly, only to know that the 80, you're not going to use them, you're only going to use 20. So to me, it's a waste of time.
Okay,
but
I
you
get
can
you.
do it.
Yeah,
You can do it.
I thought it can affect the trade, like it can affect the way
No,
the profits
no,
are
it's not
supposed
going
to
to
go.
affect the trade. Wherever the robot is gonna finish your capital, it will stop there. The margin calls will end there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, coach.
Okay, you're welcome. Leader Marina, I see your back. Yes, I think you can take over after Mugera. Mugera, what's your question? How can I help you? Mugera?
Yes, coach.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, coach, and my fellow colleagues. My question is about coin selection. I came across, it was a meeting recently where leaders told us that when selecting a coin, we have to look for the most dipping coin. And as the law goes, something that goes down, then it has to come up. So, coach, I was just asking whether can that be the only criteria we look at when we are choosing, or we have to be having any other to accompany that criteria when we are choosing a coin to trade. Thank you, coach.
Are you referring a coin selection in Royal Q? You want to pick a trade in Royal Q?
Yeah.
When it comes to picking a coin on your own to trade, and the criteria is looking for a coin that is in the most high negative, that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my opinion, it can be correct, it can be wrong. Why am I saying so? When you come here on Royal Q, I think technical analysis is more important. Royal Q will just give you a technique, or it's gonna give you a tool that you can use to pick a coin, right? When you come here and then you come on the home page, all right? You come on the home page and you look at a coin that is in high negative, if that is your criteria, all right? Okay, let's leave the coins that are being delisted here. But this is the thing. For example, you see this coin among the list from, yes, this one here, it is having negative 16, okay? So at the back of people, they think that when this coin started to come back, it is negative 16. If it can come to negative 12, okay? It has come to negative 12, or probably let's say it has come to negative 10. It means someone is in profit of 6%. Am I correct? That's the mindset, right?
Yeah.
This is not true, because we don't trade performance, we trade volume. Sometimes you discover that when you go, for example, when you go to candle analysis, you go to technical analysis, you are going to discover that in a 4-hour time frame, the market was down here, the candle has gone high up there. Okay, this is a candle for buyers. The market is rising. The market is rising. When you measure from here, to here, you discover that this candle, it is only 2%, but it is so huge. What is it? It is volume. So we trade volume, we don't trade performance. So here is another thing that you can add also to that. You're gonna find that this coin is in negative 16. To you, it is the highest coin. What if this coin is still dipping up to negative 30? If that is the criteria. What if this coin has not finished dipping? It goes up to negative 30. I'm just asking some honest questions if that is the right criteria. So I'm giving my opinion that this is not, it might be correct, it might be not correct, because of these two things I have shown you. We trade volume, we don't trade performance. And this performance here, it is according to Royal Q. Okay? When you go to TradingView, you are going to see a different performance of this coin according to TradingView. So the best way is to do technical analysis on this coin and read the candles. That is the best way. That's why we say use the signals that we provide, because there is a technical team under those signals. If you want to pick a coin by yourself, then you should also understand that we trade volume, we don't trade performance. So if you are to use this criteria, you should understand that you cannot also run away from floating loss, because someone will think that the coin is high, negative 17. The time it starts to reverse, the moment it comes to negative 12, I am already in profit. But it's not correct. The coin can move from negative 16 and come to negative 10, only to find out that you are still floating with it. Why? It is volume. Did I answer your question?
I've got it.
Yes. So some of the trades that are picked by this criteria, yes, they do deliver. Some they don't. But I wanted you to understand that it's not always, because we normally trade volume, we don't trade performance.
Yeah, I've got you, coach.
Okay. Marina, I think you can take some questions. I don't know if they are hands up.
Yes, we will what takers is asking what
I've lost you. I have lost you, my leader. You
okay,
are breaking. I can't. Yes.
I'll repeat the question. Emma is asking about the one shot and the cycle. When can you be able to use the one shot and cycle? What are the advantages and disadvantages? And which one would you advise to use and when to use it?
Okay. When it comes to trading in a cycle and one shot, when you're trading in a one cycle, okay, or when you're trading in a cycle, you should be trading coins that does not dump, that does not drop too much when they move. Have you ever seen that there are coins, okay, when Bitcoin drops, okay, if Bitcoin can drop with 5%, it can drop with 2%. Some other coins, they will drop 30%. And when Bitcoin recovers, Bitcoin can recover that 5% drop, it will recover. Those coins who drop 30%, they will struggle to come back. Have you ever discovered that? So when we are trading in a cycle, we trade at coins that does not dump, that does not drop too much. And also, they have got the capability to come back. We don't just trade in it. That's why we recommend trading in one shot. Okay? The time for you to trade in a cycle is going to come, because we know that there will be a lot of volume in the market. All right? So let me come to answer the question straight. The reason why we don't allow, or we don't recommend you to trade in a cycle right now, it is because the market has the capacity to dip. It has got the capacity to dip. Let me demonstrate here for you to understand trading in a cycle, what it does. All right? There's a brother here, I think Mr. President, the one that was sharing screen here, if you were able to see. Okay? When you are trading in a cycle, this is what happens, right? You'll be benefiting when the market is going down. You'll be benefiting when the market is going down. But if the coin dips, for example, up to 50%, 60% dip, okay, you should understand how long it will take for the 60 or the 50% to come back. Yes, you are benefiting. Let me do this. Let me put 70 margin calls here. I want to put 70 margin calls, right? So here is margin configuration, right? This is my margin configuration. Now, let me come on distributed and take profit allocation, all right? So my robot will be buying and selling this particular asset, all right? But now you need to understand that sometimes it is going to buy, probably up to 45. Let me use the example. Maybe it buys. It has bought margin call number 1 up to 45. It did not sell. It didn't sell any of these margin calls up to here. Okay? It did not sell. All these 45 margin calls are still hanging. Meaning to say, from margin call number 1 up to 45, the market was only dropping. If it was going up a little bit, it was so small that it could not reach my 1.3%. It goes a little bit up, it goes down. A little bit up, it goes down. Up, it reaches to margin call number 45. Now, from margin call number 45, then it buys margin call number 46. The market rises a bit, it sells, right? It buys again margin call number 46, it sells, right? Now, when this market starts to resurrect, when this particular asset starts to resurrect, it will come back here to where it bought margin call number 1, right? Remember, it is in a cycle. It will come back here where it bought margin call number 1. Here. It will sell this margin call. Then, remember, this price is coming from margin call number 70. It dipped to 70%. Then it has come high up here. Then there is an opportunity. Margin call number 1 is sold. When it has sold margin call number 1, the robot is going to buy the same price where it has sold margin call number 1. Meaning to say, this robot is buying at a higher price on this particular asset. Are you getting my point? When you are trading in a cycle, where the robot has sold, it buys there. The same price it has sold, okay, probably it may drop a bit, but you should understand that the bot is buying at a higher price. So when you are doing that with a coin, that dumps, that goes down easily. The robot can sell here. After selling here, it buys here again, then the market goes down. Then when it goes down, it takes you 3 months for this market to come back here again. 3 months. Because this coin, it dumps a lot. That's why I'm saying, criteria for trading in a cycle, you should be picking coins that does not drop much, especially when Bitcoin makes moves. There are coins that even when Bitcoin makes moves, yes, they drop, but it's not much. Who is agreeing with me? Who is agreeing with me what I'm talking about if there is sense in it? There are other coins when you trade them and then Bitcoin makes a move. You go deep and then the coin struggles to come back. Yet Bitcoin is already back. And there are other coins when Bitcoin drops, they don't get affected. You see them moving as normal, like nothing has happened. Are you getting the point that I'm trying to share? Why we recommend to trade in a cycle? What type of coins should you trade in a cycle? It's not every coin that you can trade in a cycle now. You end up opening 100 margin calls. The robot buys up to 70. It's not selling even one, because the coin is only dropping. It's not resurrect. It's not moving to the upper side. Are we together, guys? I'm not discouraging you to trade in a cycle. I'm only giving some recommendations. Okay? I'm only giving some recommendations. So I'm not doing coin analysis now. If we're gonna do coin analysis, which coins, what coins, then we're gonna stay the whole day here. All right? Yes, but that's my opinion when it comes to trading in a cycle. So we recommend trade in one shot simply because once you are out of that trade, the robot is not going to buy again. It has completed that trade. It is not going to buy that coin again at that higher price. You can go for another trade. Are we together? So to those that are busy, I understand there are people that are busy and they are also trading. We always advise them that whoever is advising them to trade, they should select coins that does not dump much, so that they don't get stuck with their money. Because the robot can buy 70 margin calls without selling any one of them. Then don't blame the robot. It is the asset you are trading. Leader Marina?
Yes, Coach Mopiwa, our next, it's already 10 minutes to midday. I don't know when we can end, but we still have more questions.
Just 10 minutes. I'm gonna take the next 10 minutes.
Okay, we will take Nuagaba's question. Nuagaba wants to know the difference between performance and volume. What is the difference between performance and volume?
When you are looking at volume, you are looking at how much money is entering that particular asset. That is volume. When you are looking at performance, you are looking at how the platform is arranging those coins according to how they are performing. Like I was saying, when you go to RoyalQ and check on performance, that change button, RoyalQ is going to align those coins according to how those coins are performing in the RoyalQ platform. When you go to CoinMarketCap and check performance, CoinMarketCap is going to show you how the coins are performing according to CoinMarketCap. When you go to TradingView and you tap on the change button, TradingView is going to display the coins, how they are performing from lowest to highest or from highest to lowest. That's what we call performance. It has nothing to do with volume. When you check at the volume, you're going to see a different thing altogether. So when we talk about volume, we're talking about how much money is entering that coin. Yes. Did I answer the question about the difference between performance and volume? Did I answer the question? Okay, yes. All right. The person has confirmed. We can proceed, my leader.
The other question, he is asking, when he sees is in floating loss, can he be able to sell the coin and get out? This is
when he's in floating loss, they want to sell and get out.
Yes, this is a same way. Can he be able to sell and get out of floating loss?
You are not getting out of floating loss when you are selling. You are just selling and get what is remaining there. You need to know the difference. When you are selling a coin that you are already floating, you are not getting out of floating loss. You just want to take what is there. That's why Royal Q gave you a sell button. If you see that you cannot handle it, you want to collect whatever is remaining, you go and tap on sell. When you put 3% as take profit, but now the coin is not getting to 3%, mostly it gets to 1%, 1.2, or it gets to 0.5, and you said, enough is enough. Let me collect whatever is there, you sell. So Royal Q gave you that power. So yes, you can sell, but you are not getting out of that floating loss. You are just getting rid of the coin. Leadership, we can proceed.
Leader Fortune wants to know about the MACD, and another person wants to know about the Bollinger Bands. We have 7 minutes to end the call, though.
Unfortunately, I cannot handle MACD and Bollinger Bands here because of time. I would recommend, or I would advise the person to go to our Crypto Ambassadors YouTube channel. We do have a lesson about MACD and Bollinger Bands there. We do have a recorded session or a recorded training on MACD and Bollinger Bands. They can go and watch that video. Then I think they can catch up. Yes, because of time, I can't go into details about MACD and Bollinger Bands. I'm very sorry for that.
Leadership, I think we should end the call.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being on the call today. Please, next Friday, come early enough so that you can be able to ask your question. But you can also visit our YouTube channel, Crypto Ambassadors. Crypto Ambassadors, you will find most of these questions because these are the classes that we normally have throughout the week with different leaders. You will find
leadership. My leader, before you wrap up, I just want to clarify something on Jalia. Jalia is saying, and for distributed take profit, we are given 2.2, yet we are advised to use 1.3. On distributed and take profit allocation, we don't advise you to edit anything under distributed and take profit allocation. If there are leaders that are advising you that, okay, that is according to their knowledge, right? But the best thing is to leave it with the default setting that comes under distributed and take profit allocation. What is the idea? Why do we want to collect 1.3 instead of 2.2? This is a subposition. There is a main position. You need to understand that. There is the main position, which is the 3%. Are we together? The 1.3 is a subposition. We want to take a small profit while we are waiting for the main profit to mature. So if you increase your subposition, you are making yourself to stay longer in the market. Because for the robot to come and sell margin call 1 to 4, it means it needed to complete margin call number 5 first. And you have put 2.2% on margin call number 5. What are you saying? It will take long for the robot to sell margin call number 5 before it comes to margin call 1 to 4. Jalia, am I making sense here? On distributed and take profit allocation, use the default setting. Don't edit. If you edit, you are making yourself to stay longer in the market. Because for the robot to sell your first 4 margin calls, it needed to complete margin call number 5 first. So it's not my advice of 2.2. I always recommend 1.3 because it is a subposition. Are we together? So when you get out of here, don't say that I said 2.2. No, I did not say that. I always encourage 1.3 because it is a sub position. The main position is 3%, which is margin call 1 to 4. The main take profit that we are compounding. That's what we are looking at. So if your margin calls are more than 4, margin call number 5, then allow the 1.3 to be under distributed and take profit allocation. Yeah, I think you can wrap up, my leader. That's what I wanted to clear. Leader Jerina, are you still here? It seems like we have lost the leader. I'm not sure. All right, so I just want to thank you guys for being here. I'm very sorry if I happen not to tackle your question. This Zoom, sometimes it can take up to 3 hours. It's not easy. It can take up to 3 hours. Yes, it's not easy. But anyway, to the questions that I have handled, thank you so much. To the questions that were not handled, I'm very sorry. I think we're gonna meet again next Friday. Yes, next Friday we're gonna meet again and then deal with some more questions. I'm sure we're gonna find a way on how we can do this. Probably to those that might be available, maybe we can come up with a different approach and say, maybe on weekend, on a particular day on weekend, let's have a Zoom session for questions and answers. Yes, but that will be somebody's opinion. It will be somebody's idea. Yes, but we can do that, okay? Because it is only Friday that we are having, okay? Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I hope you have been benefiting from questions that were answered. Yes, from questions that were answered. All right, so yeah, that's my, okay, there are people who are asking for my contact. I think I have dropped it in the chat. It is only for business, right? Yes, it is only for business. It is only for business. So thank you so much. Leader Marina, anything else?
No, leadership, we are done for now. We are done
Okay.
for now.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Wishing you a very good festive season. Bye for now, guys. This marks the end of our Zoom. Bye-bye.